Hey everybody, happy Thursday. It is Thursday. I just woke up about 8 o'clock and everything's going good. Making myself a cup of coffee as usual. What I did last night, I stayed up a little bit later than usual because what I did was I watched, I'm trying to adjust this camera, I'm so sorry, it's bouncing. I don't like the color of it. I don't know why the light changes on that, but anyhow, I heard a lot about this show, and I'm usually like, yeah. But I decided to watch it. I turned on my Netflix, and because there was nothing else on regular TV. And I watched Stranger Things. Went back to the first episode, first season. I think there's 4 seasons. And I binged watched the whole entire first season. So, my views on it, I like it. I thought it was like a younger kids show. I don't, you know what I'm saying, but there are adult themes in it. There is adult situations in it, and it's kind of like a science fiction thing, I want to say, to like extraterrestrial. I mean, you have this plant that's doing these things, and just, I don't know if you've ever seen it before. I mean, I'm sure everybody has, but you know, I mean, I just wanted to try it, you know. The lady, my friend in box lunch in the store in the mall, says, "Oh, Maureen, you've never seen it?" I says, "No, not really." I said, "I really haven't." And so I figured to give it a try, and I like it. And so I stopped it after the first season, so I wanted to continue on to the second season. So I'll do that sometime today. I'm probably going to go out to the mall a little bit, walk around. I haven't been out of the house in like 2 days now. Just want to do my walking. Sometimes, you know, my body tends to slow down a little bit, you know, although I can't walk 24 hours a day, but I guess my body doesn't realize that now. So it's just one of those things. I'm just making a cup of my Stop and Shop breakfast blend. I like this coffee. I really do. So, and what else? I was watching other people's YouTube videos. There is another YouTube influencer slash vlogger. He's a young gentleman. I don't want to name names because I really don't know. I've seen of him, I've heard of him, and I watched some videos. It's not really a, you know, woohoo. But the thing is that trying to do this. I don't know why this thing keeps doing that. It just looks very dark. Hopefully it's lighter. But anyhow, he, and I didn't know you could do this. He went to the Reedy Creek meeting. And I was like, really? I didn't know outsiders can actually go. I guess it was like a public town meeting, public town hall meeting. That's what I want to say. And by doing that, he, you know, he filmed. You could film. What it is that sometimes he screenshotted certain things, and sometimes he still shotted certain things. And I found it to be interesting because what it is that they were, they were showing how the progress is going between them, Reedy Creek, and Disney right now, and Governor DeSantis. And the thing is that they were pulling up emails. They were pulling up emails that were between Reedy Creek and Disney. And I'll be honest with you, they pointed out quite a few issues with those emails, you know, because it's nice that you have control over what you do. And I'm talking about Disney, but they have control over everything they do. I mean, we know this. This is what the whole problem is. But in the emails, it seemed that they contradict themselves a lot. And Reedy Creek and the board that was there, the whole board meeting, they pointed out quite a few things of what those emails, and they explained in the emails what that means. So I don't know. Now, on the news down there, because I watch West 2 News. I love West 2 News down there. And there's another Channel 2. I think it's a Channel 2 News. Well, that's West 2 News is Channel 2. But there's another news station that's down there. And they also reported about the meeting and everything. And the news station tried to contact Disney for, I guess, an interview. And sure enough, Disney never responded. So I think that's one of the faults right there. I didn't know that outsiders can go to the meeting. That was very interesting. I know if I was in town, if I was near there, I'd probably stop in. Why not? Why not? You know, the meeting lasted a few hours, and this vlogger was there for the few. He was very nice, a suit and tie and everything. He really respectable. I mean, you didn't show up with Disney ears and a freaking Mickey Mouse shirt. Let's put it that way. No, this was very more respectable level, and that was pretty cool. One of the things that I would like to say is you know, like at those times, like if I was working for the company again, Disney, let's just say this, just out of the blue, let's just say, and I had information that meeting was happening, and if let's say if I had a day off, I would have most likely went to that meeting. Now, I found it to be a little bit funny of why certain cast members or certain people of Disney wouldn't go to a meeting like that. You know, I think I would have went. I think that's pretty cool. You know, you have the opportunity to go. You know, you can't complain about something if you weren't there and, you know, to see it there for yourself. I think that would have been pretty cool to have people that to represent. And I don't mean just Disney fans either. I think that was pretty interesting. But the fact that the emails did kind of show, and they pointed it out, you know, they put it on a projection screen, and they pointed out what was done, what was said, and this was said here, and this was said here, you know, and they were very thorough in those emails. I found that to be really interesting. And I found out to be really interesting also on one more thing, which I would actually have to agree on, is the fact that, you know, Disney does, you know, the Disney bubble, they do their own, they have their own fire department, they had their own fire department, they had their own this, they had their own that, they got their own water, they had their own this. But however, they also had their own inspectors. Now, that may change. I don't know if it's going to change anytime. I think I wanted to say like within the next few days. I know DeSantis was working on something to see if they can get their own inspectors to come in and inspect the rides at Disney. Numerous times, you know, as you go down to Disney World as a guest, I know I did. I mean, I only got one shot once a year to go. I'm not a frequent person. I'm not an annual pass holder. So if you go every day, that's on you. However, you want to ride certain rides, and those rides ain't working. That's a problem. And it seems to be, since the pandemic, if you notice, things went haywire. And, you know, you could keep blaming the pandemic until cows come home. But you know what? I say it had nothing to do with the pandemic. I just say it was is a bit of bad luck, because a lot of rides are not working. You ever notice all the rides keep breaking down? Certain rides just keep breaking down. You're a guest there. You're paying good money to go there. I'm not talking about the annual pass. I'm talking about people, you, me, that only get to go maybe once a year, and you look forward. I know my husband looks forward to it. You get down there. He loves the People Mover. Now, last year you seen me film it that we were waiting for the People Mover. I explained that the People Mover wasn't working, and then all of a sudden he made like a beeline when he saw the people going up to the People Mover. My husband got very excited. These are rides that, if you had your own inspectors, if you say you have your own, why are your rides keep breaking down? I hit that on the mark with myself. I went, you know what? I had like an aha moment. But it is questionable. And if the governor did want to see if the board and whatever, they want to get their own inspectors to inspect the properties and inspect the rides. If Disney really has nothing to hide, and if they are very confident in what they're doing, and we're okay, and we're this and we're tough. If you're so tough, why don't you just prove yourselves with that? Now, I also heard about the monorails, that underneath the monorails, and somebody actually posted this, another blogger had posted about the beams on the beams that the monorails run. They're actually cracking, folks. That's a problem. All the years I've been going down there since 1994, I never saw any of that. And the monorail, the beams were actually very bright and clean from 94 all the way up, all through the years. I have beautiful shots of the monorails. I don't notice anything in those pictures because, you know, I did go back and look, you know, just for the heck of it. But they were always very clean. You know how they steam cleaned the steam cleaned the buildings. They steam cleaned Space Mountain. You know, well, that's been redone now because somebody actually complained of why does that look so damn dirty. So does Disney have to wait for somebody to say something in order for them to do this now? If you got your own inspectors, why are all your rides not working? Why are your rides not working? Just saying. Rides are down for refurbishment. Rides are this, we're closing this for refurbishment. There's something kind of fishy there. Now, that was brought to my attention. I didn't think about it until I saw that board meeting video. And I heard what DeSantis would want to do about inspectors. I think that's a pretty good idea. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with that. So anyway, and that's really it on that. I guess the plot, I knew that was gonna happen. The cat dropped. The plot thickens, folks. The plot thickens. This is like an ongoing soap opera. Stay tuned for the continuing story. And that's really it on that. So I think I'm gonna get ready. Probably going to start to get dressed a little bit. It was a little chilly last night, so I put this on and I left it on. But the sun is shining and it's going into, I think, 65 degrees today. So that's a pretty nice day indeed. And with all that being said, I will continue to come home and watch I would like to knock off the second season of Stranger Things. So let's see how that goes, you know. So for now, have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. All is well. All shall be well. Have a wonderful day. Do what you need to do. God bless you. Thank you for watching me. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Indeed. It really is a joy, you know, and all my rantings and ravings, you know, but that's the way it is for me. I just feel that the need to say such things and, you know, to have a nice discussion. I thank you so much for all your interactions yesterday on yesterday's video. I think it was a good subject to bring up, and the subject will still come up every so often. You know, if I hear something, then I could say it or just give you my opinions and my views on what I think, really. You know, it's solely just on what I think. I don't, you know, it's the way it is. I don't know. I'm very flustered, very flabbergasted with this whole situation. But I think the inspectors, I would agree with that. Let's get some outside inspectors in. Let's get some outside inspectors in. Let's really see the root of situations. You know, put your money where your mouth is, Disney. That's what I really wanted to say. So, Universal Epic Universe is going up. It's looking good. Construction is underway, set for 2025. You know, let me tell you something. The construction that I look, and this makes you think also, the construction that I see for Epic Universe is going up at such a great and rapid rate. Why did it take, well, the pandemic, yeah, okay. Why did it take 5 years for Tron to be built? Okay. Meanwhile, Guardians of the Galaxy totally bypassed that. It just, certain things just doesn't seem right. Certain things just don't seem right with that. You know, like Guardians of the Galaxy totally bypassed Tron, and Tron was still hanging in the balance. I mean, you know, it's all going to fall into place. I think we're going to find out a lot more. Probably people are not going to want to know what's going to be said. And I think people are going to be finding things out and they're going to be shocked. That's what I would like to hope for. And yes, I'm not holding back on that. That's what I hope for. All right, people. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.